Hi all. So we'll continue on our axonometry, and today we are going to do an exploded isometric actually. So continuing from what we produced before. So this was the last isometric that we did, which resulted from plan and elevations, which we had the orthographic drawings that we previously had. So I basically will continue, and we'll explode this axonometric in bringing this face forward and basically cutting this part and extracting it vertically, just as a sample element. So and for that, what I already started, this is again our model, and what we'll do basically is cut it off this here and bring it upwards. What I already started doing it, and you can generate it, is try to get the plan out of this, and that's what I immediately did it, the layout, the outline, and you can actually trace it if you want, or just start it from scratch, however you prefer, and start deciding which lines are going where, and basically that's what I did. So I get this plan here, and I'll just go over it with the lines now, and saying what goes where and how to extrude those elements. So this basically is a combination of the isometric, which you can trace these initial elements here, and adding the dimensions, these dimensions of the walls around here. Okay, so let's continue with that. And still have my set square on 30 degrees, yeah, so I'm going to pass it through with line work, just for you to start visualizing what's happening on the elevation, on the isometric, the exploded isometric. Okay, so again I'll start with thin lines, and again I did everything with the pencil, phase, construction, thin lines, and all these angles here are generated from, again, 30 degrees, right? 30 degrees, again, all the walls, everything, the same thing likewise, and the vertical lines becoming vertical, obviously. So we'll start from the layout plan, let's say, and which will offer you a good base to start with. Yep. So let's go, and now that we start immediately, because this is going to be basically a 3D construction form, but deconstructed, right? So the explode as isometric. So I'll take this face out. So basically what I want to see is the inner walls. So this part will come off, and we start looking at these inner walls. And yeah, so that's what I'll start here. So looking at this inner wall, and because I already have it constructed, it starts basically, you can draw all the plane on the ground as I did here, and basically start pulling it off, pulling the walls upwards. Okay, so that's basically what this is about. And some lines are not still all done. This time I really taped the paper, unlike previous times, which allows you a bit more accuracy on all the to create all the parallel lines. So again, parallel. Here it is. Again, finish this one. I made so yeah, we'll continue on these lines, and just try to be as accurate as possible. It is an accurate drawing, so an accurate drawing should be. It's an orthographic drawing as well, so dimensions should be correct. Again, perpendicular lines. In this case, we have this little piece. So yeah, we'll continue here. Again, all the parallel ones here. And again, be accurate. And so this was brought in from the plan, obviously. So this line just raises up and forms that wall, which again, vertical lines. Not an ideal situation to end up here because lines up, but it was unfortunate, but that's the angle. And now, again, we need to create that curve. So I lined it and starts this element here, and as well as this curve here, we'll bring down that line, and we'll do the same for the lower one. Alright, so you can always, if your hand is shaky, you can always then, when you are hatching or anything with the shading, you can disguise that kind of, if you want to, especially if you are doing it with the ruler and then jumping into the hand, things become really obvious, which is not ideal. Bit confused there. Yeah, so in this area there's this little, as I was saying, this little part, so this little step which needs to be raised from here, and that's what's going to be there done. And then that edge, so basically now we have this part, so we have this area, this raised, and I took off this, which I'm going to bring it to the front here. Alright, and so basically this part is actually can be hatched as well, so either with the hatching, or if you prefer, wherever it's going to be cutted, so it can be all bended and filled in as black, just as we did in the plan. And generally I would recommend to thicken the outline and then fill in. I recommend to fill in the outline and generally fill in. So, and these lines as well, because we are cutting it forward. So we'll take it a bit forward here as well. Again, I'll use this. And this one. Same on the other side. Okay. So so this is the first part of the axle, and then the second phase I'm going to bring this element forward. So basically this facade is going to be brought forward.